Wake up, mommy. Sing to me, 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 sing to me.
Hey y'all, my name is Neisha and today's video is going to be about how I found out I was pregnant at 17 and had my baby at 18. So yes, before we get into the video, I'm going to tell y'all a little bit about myself and the stuff before I found out I was pregnant. So yes, before this I was a dancer, still in school, you know, living my best life with my boo. So yes, before this happened, I was like, I would never get pregnant, this and that, you know, like, it was not just for me. Like, if you would have knew me before I got pregnant, you was like, oh, she's not gonna never get pregnant, like, that's not her, or whatever. But it did, like, I was so in shock when I found out, but, you know, it's life. So, now that y'all know a little bit about me, I'm gonna go straight into the video. Y'all, look who woke up, my mean little baby. So, like I said before, I was a dancer, and I was on my last parade. So, like, okay, after every parade, I was always the energized. When I was wanted to go out to eat, I wanted to dance some more, you know, battle people or whatever. But that was not the case for this parade. Like, after this parade, I was so wore out. I was so tired. I just wanted to go to sleep. So when we got back to the house, I slept like the whole day and night. Like, that's not me. I'm like, why am I sleeping like this? So I was like, you know, just wondering like why. You know, I was feeling different and everything, but like I didn't think nothing of it. So next day came, I was by my boyfriend's house and I was not feeling good at all. Like, I was feeling so sick. Like, my body just felt so different. I'm like, why do I feel like this? So he was like, you hungry? And I was like, yeah. Like, he was like, you want some hot wings? I was like, yeah, why not? We could get some hot wings. So he bought us some hot wings. And I remember getting them, and like the smell just instantly made my stomach hurt. Like, I was like, no, I'm not eating this. I can't eat this. It's not gonna be good to me. So, like, after that, we was about to go home. He was about to take me home, and he was about to stay home, you know. So, like, before we even left, he threw up, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, that's not normal. Like, you wasn't even sick. Like, you was not even feeling no type of way. Like, why you threw up? Like, so, like, I'm like, oh my god, like, what's going on? So, like, I went on Google. Like, I go on Google for everything, and as I'm looking, it's like pregnant, like, your boyfriend get your symptoms if you don't have any. And I'm like, the symptoms I'm having, like, smells making my stomach upset, pregnant. The symptoms when, like, he throwing up, you know, he catching your symptoms, pregnant. I'm like, oh my god, I'm looking like pregnant. No, that ain't us. Like, no. So yes, like, a couple days went by, you know. My mama really didn't think nothing of it, because like she was always at work, and when I made it home it was like 5, so I was like going straight to sleep, and when she made it inside I was already asleep, so she barely saw me. Like, I don't know, like, she barely, you know, like, really got a chance to look at me. I was always in the bed or always at school. So a couple days went by and I went to work with my mama, and like, when we was getting out the car, I threw up and it was yellow, and she looked at it and she was like, you pregnant? I was like, what? No, I'm sick. I'm like, no, I ain't pregnant, girl. You better keep driving this car. Like, I'm like, no. So she was like, I'm going to buy your pregnancy test. I was like, okay, go buy it. Like, she did it on purpose, I guess. She tried to catch me slipping. She waited till like 3 weeks passed, and she went to go buy me a pregnancy test. One day I came home from school, she was there. She was like, I'm about to go buy your pregnancy test, so when I get back, you gonna take it. And I was like, okay. She gonna let me go in the bathroom and I'm gonna take it, but I'm gonna put water on it. Like, she not gonna know. So, but like, that wasn't the case at all. She told me, pee in this cup and bring a pee to her so she could pour it on a pregnancy test. And I was like, oh my god, I'm just nervous. So like, when she left out the door, I texted him and I was like, she gonna buy me a pregnancy test. And then he was like, for real? I was like, yeah, she gonna buy me a pregnancy test. So she got back and she was like, pee in this cup, and I'm gonna put it on the pregnancy test. And I was like, okay. And I'm just like nervous, and I'm scared to bring it to her, like I'm about to cry and everything. I was like, oh my god, what's she gonna do? I was like, oh, I was so scared, y'all. She's so crazy. Like, oh my god, she's so crazy, y'all. This lady is really crazy. Like, if you know my mom, if you ever meet my mom, she's crazy. Like, so I bought it to her, and as I bought it to her, I'm just nervous. So I'm walking like out of the kitchen as she do it. So she was like, yup, you pregnant, this 2 lines. And then she looked at me, then she looked back, and she said, and they dark, so you been pregnant. I was like, what? No. Then I just started crying, because like, y'all, I had a feeling, but I was like, no, like, I'm not pregnant. So like, I had to like, make it seem like I didn't really know. So I started crying, and I'm like, oh my god. So after that, I called him, and I was like, it's positive, I'm pregnant. And he was like, really? He was like, oh my god. So like, y'all, this is so crazy, because like I was like, looking back, I was scared. I was like, not ready. Like, time went by, I was like kind of ready for it. I was like happy, I was excited. You know what I'm saying? Like after I had my first ultrasound, you guys, like, it was after I had my first ultrasound, everything kicked in. I was like, this really my baby. Like, she gonna need me, like, everything. And he was supportive, like, through my whole pregnancy. Like, I really love him. Yes, like, he was always there. He made sure I was eating. He made sure I was, getting the right nutrients, protein, everything. Like, yes, anything the doctor said, he made me do. Like, even though I was so aggravated, I was like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. But he stood by my side through it all, even though, like, I'm a spoiled brat, and it was probably hard because my attitude is like, babe, I need my way. Like, if he can't give me my way, then, like, I'm really gonna do the most. For real. Like, who not gonna do the most? So, yes. So, like, that's how I found out I was pregnant. Okay, y'all, and the reason I did not get an abortion was because my mama is totally against them. I'm totally against them, and honest to God, true, I am glad I am totally against abortions, because this little girl, like, she really changed my life. Like, I'm a whole new person. Like, I really look at things different now. Like, before I was even pregnant, like, I used to be terrible. My life was just going downhill. I was like, so I feel like this my little blessing. Like, she blessed me in a way, like, I can't explain. I love her so much. Like, that's really my precious little angel. So, yes. And practice safe sex. Don't be out here, wilding. Great, but don't be too great. Don't be wild. You know what I'm saying? I'm totally against abortions. And, like, I wouldn't suggest anybody to get an abortion, but it's totally your choice. Like, if that's what you want and you're not ready, then that's your choice. But, like, I'm totally against it. And I'm not saying go out and get pregnant. It's cool. Just get pregnant and don't have abortion. Like, because some people are really not mentally, financially stable. They're not ready for this at all. Like, this could be, like, the wrong way to go. If you feel like you cannot handle the situation, then I feel like safe sex is the way to go. Like, that's the only way to go, So, like, with me, I'm glad I did not get an abortion, like I said before, because she really just changed my life, and I'm just loving every bit of it. Like, the long nights staying up with her, like, it's all worth it. So, yes. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I will leave that down below. Videos that y'all want me to do down below in the comments. And yes, see y'all in the next video.